the chosen one! It was said that you would destroy this sin, not join them! Bring balance to the force, not leave it in darkness! Let's go!
Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten.
Lighting up our lives. Steady your lanterns.
Steady lanterns.
Stormy weather we're having lately in the Okanagan. It's really cooled off after that heat wave.
Is this going to harsh the Canada Day bro vibes out there?
I think so. I think it's hard to stop that completely here in the Okanagan. There'll still be tons of boats on the lakes and stuff, but it'll put a little bit of a damper. I mean, it shouldn't be too bad. I'm just talking about some clouds is all. I don't even know if it'll rain.
Yeah, ain't nothing but a thing for a couple boys in their prime out drinking.
Yeah.
Easy. Oh, Daddy's got a big
yeah, it's a Tuesday, Friday afternoon. You gotta. Yeah. It's been a long week. I gotta say, it's been a long week.
Oh man, I'll tell you what. I'm back on the sauce, Curdy boy. That first drink went down great. It's this weird thing where, yeah, it's been out of my life for 6 months, and I'm not reaching for it the same. Like, and the thought never occurred to me to have a mother effing beer ready for the podcast with my boy. It's changed. Things have changed.
Yeah, well, maybe it's a Tuesday thing. I don't know.
That too.
We don't do like a pod right before a holiday or the weekend very often. So I needed it. You kept me waiting. I started shaking. I had the withdrawals. I didn't know what to do. I was waiting on you to get on here. I didn't know what to do. I have no one to talk to. I haven't left my house in 2 days. I just have beers in the fridge. So I just have to crack a beer. So
very healthy. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. So Kurt, how the heck are you? Where are you at with Song of the Summer? People have been asking me, Ryan, you've been flooding the market with these songs, but Kurt's really he wears the pants in this relationship. What are you thinking about this title, the big title
I'm
for 2026?
I'm glad you asked. Like, we've been doing this for so long. You understand me so well because it is a big Song of the Summer episode for me because we're at a critical junction. It's June 30th. I feel like at this point, it's kind of like you need your Song of the Summer noms out there, or the chances of them winning go exponentially down the drain because you need a solid month, if not two, to be out there, like in that frame of mind of, okay, this could be Song of the Summer. To be able to have a chance to go all the way. You can't just have these mid-August nominations. I mean, it's really unlikely. I don't know if we have had a winner that's come out that late. I don't know what the latest.
Yeah, we'll get the analytics
guy on this stuff. Yeah, I don't know what the latest nomination release was to go on to win. But so I put some more effort in the Song of the Summer. Sometimes I like to completely let it come to me, and that just means putting the phone on shuffle, turning the radio on, putting down the windows, sticking my hand out the window, and just letting it come to me. But this time I put some thought into it. I went through the library and I just thought, you know what, I need a few rivals for Randy's stellar lineup here. So I have
It'd be really hard to bump Fish Hunt Golf Drink by Luke Bryant.
Last year's Song of the Winter nomination and Presidents of the United States and Fish Hunt Golf Drink. Yeah. So do you have any?
No, I gave you 3 last episode. So yeah, time
too many. Okay, I have 4.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start it off with Nelly Furtado, Man Eater.
Wasn't that on our sex playlist?
I have that sex playlist right here, actually, and it did not make the.
Okay.
We shortened it to 8 songs. Did not
That
make it,
song's hot.
and I don't even see it on the honorable mentions list on first glance. So no, in short, it didn't. It was not on our sex playlist, but that is a hot song. I really like that one. Everyone knows that one, Man Eater. I have Moody Judy, Loretta's Last Call. More of a recent song. I believe it came out.
Which one's the band?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. It's sometimes confusing. I'm going to go band or artist first, followed by song name. So in this case, Moody Judy is the band name. I believe it's a trio. Loretta's Last Call. Nice pop song. An older one, Commuter, Young Hearts. Another, what I would call pop. I don't know, 80s pop or something like that.
Can you sing a couple lines for that one?
Young Hearts.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know lyrics.
That's all you have to say. I totally, yeah.
That's the name of the song.
Young Hearts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Thunderstruck. And then Steely Dan, Dirty Work. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That one's a good one, actually. I think that could be a good contender. I think I'm happy with my noms today. I really think they're far superior than what you've got going on here on your list.
Right. We'll let the Lanternites decide that one. And yeah, I'll have to listen to Loretta's Last Call because I don't believe I am familiar with that particular song.
Yeah, so we're up to 12 right now on the Song of the Summer noms. But yeah, we got some good noms out there, some good songs to listen to throughout July. What? Oh, speaking of music, Randy, I feel like this has come up, and I maybe just haven't positioned myself as strongly as I've needed to, or if it's come off air in our private, personal podcasts with no recording devices, or things get really
hanging out
spicy. Yeah. There's that AirPod headphone epidemic. I am sick and tired of looking to my left, looking to my right, and everyone's got a pair of wireless headphones in their ears when they're just out and about. They're working, they're in school, they're at the grocery store, they're walking down the street. No one is paying any attention to anything because their ears are filled with celebrity skin by Hole or whatever.
I was going to say they listen to Commuter, Young Hearts, just walking around town.
Like everyone, these kids, these new generations have this obsession with filling their ears at all times, and then they'll do it when they're hanging out with their friends or when they're talking to you. And I don't know if they hear me, if they're listening. They're kind of just staring at you. I don't know if they're playing music.
Yeah, they got
or
that
not.
vacant stare, just looking at you.
Those dead eyes, those shark eyes, those doll's eyes. They're all black.
Did something happen to you?
No, I just saw one too many. One too many kids out there, and I just said, you know what? Enough's enough. I got to put it to the airwaves.
Good. That's what we have it for. It's like the total don't talk to me. Like if I see someone having them on, they don't want to talk to anyone. Of course.
Which is fine. I don't either.
So I figured that'd be useful for, a guy like you. You don't want to talk to anyone. You put those little things in and people don't talk to you.
It's too much. It goes back to noise pollution. It goes back to that one guy on Reddit that said, why are we listening? Why is music so popular? Why are we listening to music all the time? What's wrong with silence? What's wrong with just that? And then it's way worse when they have them in and they'll be hanging out with their friends. They're not hanging out with me typically, but I'll see this. They'll have one or both of them in, but they'll be walking and talking with their friends. Just live in the moment, seize the day. Like Ryan, if you and I were hanging out, just two bros with our tops off,
Couple of
and you
guys,
had your
oiled up.
AirPods in,
Mhm.
I'd be like, what are we doing? What are you doing here? Can you not just pay attention for 1 second?
Yeah, I know everyone wants to listen to Patio Lanterns on repeat all the time, but yeah, listen to Kurt. People take the earpods out, maybe get some wired ones like Kurt he has in front. You're not going to lose them that way.
Yeah, I mean
Pro
the
tip.
wire. I only stated wireless because that's what I see typically these days. The wire doesn't solve the problem. Same thing here. Same thing.
Yeah, good.
Get
Good
those head.
experience.
Just be with your people.
Just get it out there. Sometimes you
Just
just
listen
need
to the
silence.
birds.
Sometimes when me and Kurt hang out, it's just complete silence.
Sounds of silence. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And that's why this podcast exists. We're here to jibber jabber, and then when we see each other, we can sit in silence.
We have nothing left to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, where do you want to go next?
I got to talk about my trail running experiences. Your boy's been on an absolute tear here. Had a 26-kilometer trail run around Silver Star, and then a 20-kilometer trail run. Yeah, just breezed right past Penticton, and then 20K over in Nelson. And oh my God, yeah, that's 26 is the farthest I've ever gone.
Yeah,
these trail runs, they got some elevation, right? So the 26K one had about 650 meters, and then the one at Nelson was about 900. And yeah, your legs are just cooked after doing that. But the 26K one, I hit a wall that I've never had before, around like 22K. And granted, I don't really train. I don't have a training protocol.
You're talking like mental, like wall, or
no, physical.
Not like a literal.
Yeah, I didn't
put up a wall, and it's kind of an obstacle.
Yeah, not so much. This one, Slay the Dragon. Yeah, the last 4 kilometers just kicked my ass. I never had that before, but it was just like run, walk. Was doing great before that, and just I had these poles with me, like old man poles to kind of like hike with, and I'm really happy they were there because I thought I'd need them on the downhill, but they were actually crucial for just getting past the finish line. That was a great one. It's interesting because you just kind of go all around the ski hill. Went there for skiing with John Favreau, friend of the show this year. So it's good to see it in the summertime. And yeah, but I think it set the tone for 7 days later for Nelson, 20 kilometers. I was just taking names and kicking butts. Like I was just on an absolute tear on this race. It felt great. Like this one was easier because it was just straight up and then straight down, whereas Silver Star was more up and down, up and down. So once you grind through this area where you're essentially just speed hiking because it's so steep, like 20% grade, you're just going as fast as you can. Running isn't really helpful at this point. And then you start this descent and you're just absolutely flying. I had Boring to Run stuck in my head by Bruce Springsteen, the King. Potential song of the summer, Nom. We'll see, people. Born to Run might come around the corner here. I have to think about it more. And God, yeah, just hit a runner's high on this race, which was different than the wall. So I was just kilometer 16, got a runner's high, and just hit my fastest pace yet, and just absolutely killed it. So it felt great, and it was maybe a bit more confidence because I did this route a year ago. So I knew what was coming, local Nelson boy in the Nelson race. It's a bit more comfortable, and yeah, looking forward to it. And now I can just kind of relax, focus on hiking. It's starting to get too hot for these big runs. Both days are pretty cool, like 15 degrees. So it worked out well because I can just really overheat on these runs, and otherwise the vibes are high. You have these volunteers at these aid stations, and they're handing out drinks, candies, wherever it is you need. I like pickles personally, so you got to run by, grab a pickle. You get that pickle, you just chomp, 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 and then off you go. Perfect thing. Perfect snack. But it's great seeing the volunteers. They're they got the music, they got the beats, they're cheering you on. You're in the middle of nowhere, and it feels great. So that's trail running, Kurt. My work is done, and now I can drink.
This all happened before you had your first drink?
Yeah, so it's been 6 months of sobriety from alcohol for me, and after the Tackle the Toad race in Nelson, got myself a little 2.5 shot margarita. I'm back.
That
baby.
was what you
Back
went
on the
with, was
sauce.
margarita.
Yeah. And then I had
Interesting. I would think after any race, it's beer. It's good. It's always beer. A nice cold, thick, juicy, thick shake beer.
That's where the thick shake would have been great if someone had prepped a fresh one for me.
It's really the only reason to do these runs and exercises is the meal or the alcohol after. Beer, pizza, gluten. Oh God,
Gluten.
it's so good. A margarita is a bit weird, but whatever. I do like margaritas. I don't know. Maybe if I did one, I would want a margarita too.
Yeah, I brought the missus out there. It was our first date spot, so it was like, all right, let's go back to where it all began and have a little marg.
Ah, okay.
I'm just romantic like that.
Yeah, Silver Star is quite the ways to go for a trail run. You're going to be one of those travel marathoners. What's next? The Boston Trail Run?
Yeah, it's one of those midlife crises. It was one of those midlife crises that you hear all about, and I'm here for it.
I'm going through it, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's impressive. Congrats. Yeah, 26. Yeah. I've never done like a trail run, so I can only imagine how hard the extra grind of the up and down is on the body and the lungs. So
well, for any tentative trail runners out there, I think it's a lot more fun than running on pavement. I kind of get bored running on pavement, depending on your style. Like I talk to folks and they don't like trail running because there's too much going on. You have to pay attention and you're going to trip over roots and do all this other stuff. It's kind of scary in some spots. But some folks like just to zone out or like put on a playlist, put those earbuds in, right? It goes back to the earbuds. They want to put them in and just
that's
zone out
fine.
And run for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Not me. I gotta focused in and just hit the trail.
Yeah, I do most of my running on the treadmill these days, and people are anti-treadmill. I would say it does get a little bit boring once you get to that 20-kilometer mark on the treadmill. But I like to imagine. I'll let you in on a little personal secret. I like to imagine sometimes I'm a rock star. I'm up on stage singing to all my fans. They're all hot women.
Oh, yeah.
And or I'm listening to maybe a podcast for those longer runs, but when I need to push through, I need the music. That's a fine application for headphones though. Are you I don't think it was you. I think it was my boss who listens to podcasts when he works out, and I hear other people do that. I cannot imagine listening to podcasts while like weightlifting. That's crazy.
We're probably in someone's ears right now who's at the gym.
It's crazy.
Get
unless
that pump
you're
on, bro.
Shia LaBeouf doing the "Come on,
just do it."
Yeah,
make your dreams come true.
Then it's just I'd be so flat trying to like lift anything, and I'm just hear the soothing sounds of Kurt Ryan.
Yeah, but you'd rather have the anime mommies talking in your ear while you're bench pressing anyway.
Yeah, no, that would work. That would work. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good point. That's a good counter argument. There's something to that. There's something, I don't know, something wrong with me too.
Or maybe like a voice note from an ex-girlfriend or something like that just makes you push harder. But yeah, last thing about the race, it's a funny thing where you position yourself at the front. It's like kind of like how fast do you expect to be? And so some reason I got kind of pushed to the front of the start line for the Silver Star race, right? And the gun goes off, bang, a gust of wind comes, knocks my hat off completely, and it goes flying. And I'm in the front row, and I have to be like, "Oh fuck!" I have to get my hat.
God.
I was back
I was waiting for you
at the start. Yeah, Yeah, it was totally that guy.
Oh my god. So
That
did
guy
you
who
win?
definitely did not podium.
Okay. So they do have podium. They do have like a winner
They
and
do
stuff.
it by age group and gender. So it's like 20 to 29 men's and women's and so on.
Did you which age group did you enter? Do you like try and enter like a more favorable age group?
Yeah, I'd like to cook the books.
Yeah. Did you say you were 15 or something?
This absolute unit of a 15-year-old comes around the corner. It's just like high school.
You're in the local paper in Whistler.
Yeah.
15-year-old wins 26-kilometer trail run.
But yeah, after the trail run, I was expecting that marg to hit me really hard, and it never really came. Like it didn't. It's just one of those things that has to build up
Too many
your system
pickles,
more.
bro.
Too many pickles. Was too hydrated. I was expecting it just to be like, well, like just to totally hit me after 6 months off, but nothing yet.
Yeah, I'll let you in on another personal detail of an exciting Saturday routine sometimes. Super first stop eating by say 8 o'clock the previous night. Fast. Go for a fast from then on. Next morning, wake up early, 5 or 6 a.m., hit the gym. Hour and a half weightlifting session. You want to go, you're feeling good, you want to go extra long, do another hour to 2 hours on the treadmill, straight running. So 10 to 20K, let's say. Call it 15 kilometers, meet in the middle. Do 15 kilometers, do a 3-hour workout, come home, don't eat. It's still too early. You got to fast. You got to wait till noon. Then just do a protein shake and then don't eat anything after that. Couple hours go by, have that first beer. That hits you. That hits you good.
Yeah, you're every nutritionist's dream diet.
that hits you good. And then next thing you know, you're gonna be wanting that pepperoni pizza and putting on the Spider-Man trilogy.
That's right.
I saw because I had so much free time because I was waiting for somebody to be available to podcast today. I saw that
work to do.
Okay. Okay. I saw that Obsession, that movie, the hot new movie that's not so new anymore. It's been so popular. It's finally in HD where I find my movies. So I'm gonna watch that tonight probably because I'm sick and tired of seeing it everywhere. I've already seen more than I want to see, so I just gotta watch it. And I'll be the judge if it's a good movie or if it's overhyped. And we'll hear about it next time on Patio Lanterns, the podcast.
Excellent. And yeah, we actually have another movie review to get to today. Is now the time?
Oh yeah, now's a good time. Yeah, let's do it.
Avatar Fire, everyone. Avatar 3.
And Ash.
Oh, is that what it was? Fire and Ash.
I don't know if it's a bit or what, but Fire and Ash. You can't forget the Ash. So they've got the Avatar, the Last Airbender nation stuff going on. James Cameron's come up with this idea to do all these different earth, fire, water, air nations on the planet of Pandora. So we're at the Fire Nation. Yeah. So you had a very productive day catching up on Avatar 3.
Yeah, so I went fully off of Kurt's description of Avatar 2 water, whatever the water world was.
Crazy.
And all I remember was talking about the Avatar kids have like the bussin haircut. And that there was
kid died,
like an incest.
Oh, spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler, kid died, and there was like an incest scene, like a brother sister makeout sesh, but they weren't actually brothers and sisters. They're kind of like step siblings.
That happened in this one. I don't know if it happened in the second one.
Well, in my head, you said it happened in the second one too.
I don't know. Maybe.
So that's all I had to go on water, and then I felt like it picked up. Like I know the characters. I've seen Avatar 1, and
there's lots of new characters, man. Like they introduced a lot of that's what I was saying in Avatar 2. All of a sudden, there's this human boy. There's
Spider.
there's the Ripley from the Alien franchise is now now a Navi for some reason.
She's a clone.
The yeah, they introduced the whole water tribe with their bussing kids and everything. Like, there's a lot of characters that you missed that got set up. New characters or new bodies that got set up in Way of the Water. And
I figured I'd just mix all
I
that.
didn't think you were gonna bother watching it because you said you'd like started Way of the Water and just turned it off, and I thought there's no way, because it was, I looked at it, I think it's 3 hours and 20 minutes or 3 hours 16 minutes for this Fire and Ash one. And I thought, because I started watching it on the weekend because it was just on Disney now in HD and everything. And I thought, no way you're watching that. And then you said you were watching, and it said, oh, he just skipped Way of the Water. And I could maybe get it. Like, that's such a you thing to do, and it just pisses me off. Like, I could maybe get it if number 2 was like universally panned, oh, forgettable, it's crap, where I would watch it because I need the continuity, I need the full story. But you're like, oh, everyone says 2 sucks and 3 is good, so I'll watch 3. That kind of makes sense. In this case, everyone says like it's the same movie, it's the same thing, it's the same quality. And to skip 2 and then commit still to that nearly 3.5 hour Avatar 3, it just seems like such a waste of time and effort. Like, why would you do that? I
did it for you, Curdy boy. You said you're sending these messages. I just finished 3. Gonna talk about the pod. I'm like, okay, I got this time. I got this 4 hours in the afternoon to kill. What can I do to make this the best podcast episode yet? And
it's either Resident Evil
I will watch
Avatar.
3. So I committed for you, committed for the listener. All right, so we can have this discussion.
Where do you want to start? I mean, we have 3 hours and 20 minutes to go through. Do you want to go chronologically, or do you just want to jump in your overall thoughts, or what?
So we can go overall thoughts. I think it was a pretty good movie, and if it is, I'm curious to hear your thoughts because I skipped 2. Like, if it is just the same movie but with fire this time, I think it was interesting. It had my attention. There wasn't really a big visual component. Like, I remember the first one kind of being in awe about maybe the technology and how beautiful it was. Maybe I'm just kind of, the bar is higher at this point, so the visuals didn't capture me as much in this one. I really liked the fire group. I liked the Colonel's hot girlfriend, Varong. I think
he wasted no
great.
time in clapping those cheeks. Like,
he really did, and he got in there.
He just got in there, gave her some rocket launchers, and got in that tent.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, I thought it was funny seeing the racism to Spider, like the boy, like, oh, this pink skin's hanging around here.
Yeah, Mom hated him.
She really did.
She hates the Sky people.
Yeah, really hates the Sky people. I actually made a note how Jake Scully's character, like, he hasn't gone through the hero's journey. Like, he's still a dickhead. Like, even like he's just saying stupid shit. Yeah, he's a Marine. It's just like, I thought you progressed as a character, but yeah, he was just going through some of the same old stupid shit. The Colonel and Scully are kind of friends. They're kind of not. Scully? The main character.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
So they're kind of friends, kind of not in this one. I almost felt like the Colonel was the main character of this movie. Okay. Like, he had more of a arc.
There's I think there's an argument to be made about probably several characters in this movie. They jump around quite a bit, and at different times I was thinking, oh, is this going to be Spider's movie? Or is this going to be his son, Loki or Lokan or whatever's movie? Or is this going to be the daughter's movie? The alien chick? So they jumped around quite a bit. I felt like they utilized at least on the family side, they utilize the kids better in this one than in Way of the Water.
Okay.
I still don't like the kids really.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sorry, I get it. If I go, I'm gonna just go on and on. I want you to finish where you're going.
Okay, yeah, this is my my little piece of gold that I got from from Avatar Fire. You're familiar with attachment styles in
Yeah, a little bit.
relationships?
Read a
Yeah.
couple books.
Yeah, so I think Jake Scully and Mrs. Scully, they kind of got this anxious avoidant feedback loop on going on. You know, Jake's, you know, the main character at the beginning, he's diving for guns, he's always busy, he's avoiding dealing with the emotions, the trauma. His wife's kind of, you know, she's grieving, her son died in the last one, I guess. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
pretty
sad.
pretty sad, pretty sad. And so she's dealing with a lot of that, but she's also kind of got this anxious energy. They're not reaching each other. Like she's afraid to reach out, or she does reach out, and then Jake does this kind of pullback thing, and it gets them in this feedback loop where they're just not connecting. And it's only really war that brings them together. Like they have this relationship that's built in war. They're the war people. They only really work as a couple when they're fighting other people.
He's the I don't know I forgot the name they give him, because he's the person that unites all the people and flies the big
like
dragon.
Tuluk Khan or something like that.
And he talks about like when I'm
Mhm.
on that thing, like I get
Yeah.
so thirsty for blood. He also gets horny. Like
Yeah, he gets horned up. So
and she does too. She
she
the
loves
bow and
it.
arrow.
She's kind of toxic there. She
Yeah.
does love that shit,
Yeah.
right? And I'm going to contrast this and say that the better secure relationship in this movie is the new alien girl Varong and the Colonel. So
Okay. I don't know her
think,
name. Yeah. Good.
yeah, they're two secure people meeting each other. They're equals. They say that in the get-go. They're two equals.
He says that. He says,
Yeah.
you've never met your equal.
I'm going to give you something, that you've never had before, which is an equal. And so they're able to meet each other. They're independent, but they come together to form something greater than themselves in this movie.
Man, you're like level of thinking. It's way deeper and more intellectual than me and my takeaways with these movies. No, that's
Are
good.
they evil? Yes, but they're also secure. Two secures in this relationship dynamic. It's great to see. Scully and Mrs. Scully. I don't think it's going to work unless there's Avatar 4 Air, where they have to fight someone else.
So
their kids are gonna suffer.
because what do you consider Avatar 1? Earth or air? You're saying it's Earth?
I think it is because that's where they had the mother tree, and I'm going to say
He
it was
learns
Earth.
how to fly in that one and stuff. That's what I was racking around in my brain the whole movie. Is like, so if we had the water and we had the fire now, what was
Yeah.
Avatar 1? Is
But
it Earth or air?
I know what
And
you
then
mean.
they had those air traders in this one. Where
I was going
they're
to say
selling
that
the
maybe
ships.
they expand, maybe they soft launch the air kind of merchant class for the next movie.
Yeah. So they had a lot. Man, this movie it's massive. And so I rewatched, as you recall, I think 1 and 2 a few months ago. And didn't notice the visual jump necessarily. I'm here to tell you there is a significant jump between 2 and 1. Maybe it's not the same as the first time you see 1 because it's like, whoa, wow, but when you watch them back to back, it's like, wow, it is impressive. I can't say it's been too long since now I've seen 2 and I heard it 3. This one just looks pretty similar, which is part of the criticism is that now it didn't have the same jump as 2 to 1. It really is a good looking movie. There's still those kind of uncanny shots. I think whenever there's humans or clothing interacting with, or physical objects interacting with the Na'vi or the avatars, it can be a little bit weird, or the daylight shots can sometimes look a bit weird, but it is a really gorgeous movie. Like some of the close-ups on the Na'vi, especially like in the nighttime and stuff, it's really nice. I felt like there were more adult themes in this one. Like first I thought this Fire Queen She's kind of nasty, and she just wants to kill and burn that mother
Yeah.
effing world down.
She's kind of like a Harley Quinn avatar.
Yeah, but
Kinda
more
chaotic.
serious, I still think, than Harley Quinn. And she does this new move, which is kind of rapey, is kind of what I say. Like, she kind of forces. They have these, I don't know what they call them. These part of their hair that they can bond with animals, right, and ride the animals. But in this one, you see for the first time, she's using it in in an assertive way to impose control over other Na'vi, and it's kind of uncomfortable sometimes. Like, at some points I'm not sure if she's like torturing them or just like mind control or what, but she kind of brings that in. Plus all the sex, obviously, like we talked about that, like
Very
Quaritch,
sex forward.
Colonel Quaritch is banging the Fire Queen. There's the brother and sister alien human kissing a little bit like that. Man, so there's just so many places to take this. I don't know. This movie is so big. Like, I wonder, it's not realistic because the budget would be insane, but it's almost better off as a TV show or something. Like, it just goes on and on and on.
So long.
And it's a lot of the same stuff, kind of. And it just, if they broke it out into 10 or 20 episodes, like, yeah, the budget would be incredible. But I feel like it would work better. Instead, it's just this huge marathon of a movie, and it's not just one movie. It's like the other ones are just like this, specifically 2 and 3 in my mind. They're just freaking massive. There's a couple main problems with these films. I was a big Avatar 1 fan, but I mean, that was what, 15 to 17 years ago, I think. Something like that. So I was a bit younger. It was fresh, but I love the idea of going into a brand new world, the world of Pandora. It's like magical, but also you've got Jake Sully. His legs don't work no good. And so he gets to experience, you get to put yourself in Jake Sully's head and experience everything.
It's that tank. You love the tanks. Anytime there's a movie with like a
floating tanks. I need the cryo tanks. We talked about that. We had a whole big hike discussion about my love for those tanks. That magic is lost in these last two. Now you've got a bunch of aliens with clothes on running around,
or lack thereof.
Yeah, I feel like they're getting skimpier and skimpier. Like, I feel like I was seeing some stuff on some of the Na'vi that maybe I shouldn't have been seeing. But like, so I feel like that magic of entering Pandora and the world of the Na'vi has been lost for 2 movies, and they, especially in this one, they can't make up for it with new tribes or new animals or new territories. They do. I thought the volcano area was cool, but they barely showed that. They showed Colonel Quaritch against this amazing backdrop of this kind of a active volcano. And then it just cuts to him walking to a dusty old hyena. It's kind of like the Lion King when
dude, I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting some like magma creatures or just more magma.
I thought maybe it was gonna erupt or something. I thought
like
it was
a Star Wars 3 moment when the Colonel and Jake Sully are fighting next to a volcano.
Yeah, like Spider maybe could be the Anakin. He's the perfect Anakin, like, because you've kind of been wondering who's he going to be loyal to? Is his dad Quaritch or his papa Jake Sully? And then it could have been Sully crawling through the magma. You're the chosen one. I don't know. Like, they could have been his Anakin Skywalker moment, but there's some cool stuff. Those freaking whale things are cool, but yeah, they show a lot of this in Way of the Water. So there's not really, those squid things are new.
They're very tactical.
They're kind of scary. If they filmed them in a different light, you have all these
Yeah,
squids
from
flying at you.
the like colonizer perspective, yeah, that's terrifying. You're getting pulled off the boat and sucked into the depths with these little squids.
So there isn't enough new territory, new scenery in this one. I thought they were going to move away from the water tribe, and that's probably what other people thought too. But they just kept coming back to this poor old water tribe that they get blown the hell up. My other problem with just losing that sense of magic that the first one had is the best and worst thing about these Avatar movies is they all start and end the same. It's the exact same film as the second one. The first one it's a bit different, but they all go the exact same way. Quaritch is pissed. His obsession with Jake Sully is insane. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. He is so obsessed with killing this guy. He'll go to insane lengths to do it. And the last two movies, it's been like, oh, I've got to kill Jake Sully. And then he also magically has a kid now. So he's in there. And I got to get my kid back. So the kid changes hands multiple times throughout each movie. You're kind of wondering, is the kid going to betray him? You're kind of waiting for a Quaritch, maybe redemption arc, especially in this one. You're wondering, is he going to change?
He's the main character.
Yeah, he's going to change the good team. But he's so obsessed with Jake Sully. It's insane. And then just nothing ever happens. They basically just end the movie at the same point they started it at. There's nothing's happened. They have a big fight. There's always a big fight. The last three movies, huge fight. And it looks like the good guys are going to win. Then it looks like they're going to lose. Then it looks like they've got it. Then it's like, no, they're going to lose. But then Awa helps them out and they do win. That happens in every single movie. Is Awa comes through and they win. But then it's always like, oh, the humans aren't going away. And then it's always like Quaritch is like, I'm not going away and I hate Jake Sully. And at this point, I'm just wondering, why the hell haven't the humans just blown up the fucking Na'vi? Like, it's just...
Yeah, they never really explained why like dropping a nuke isn't the option. And maybe I missed something, but like, are the whale creatures, they valuable? Like there's this scientist guy who wants to...
Way of water plot point. Yeah, their whale sperm or something is like a tubular whale sperm. There's like one scene where they show it like draining. It's like this golden pea. It's like $1 billion tube, or it's like an insane.
Well, research. That's the thing. There's just like no one's trying to mine, no one's logging. Are they?
No, they're all whale sperm now. It's the whale sperm. That's okay. Yeah,
they pivoted.
Yeah, it's like they realize it's insanely valuable, and that's why they were after them when they were migrating or whatever. Is they're gonna get so much of that yellow gold.
I really like there's another classic is the dissenting scientist who has this coming to light moment. He's got a PhD in marine bio. Oh, we can't interrupt the whale migration. And the general, who kind of sucked at her role, but it was kind of just like noted. And he's like, man, like, I'm going to do something about it. Like, bro, what did you think you've been doing here for the since you arrived? Like, I just that coming to light thing is just so convenient, and it's kind of bullshit. Like you didn't think about any of this before, buddy. Like,
Earth is in shambles, and these people need jobs. So he probably thought he was going to learn about some cool aliens, help grab a couple resources, and be like, okay, not so bad. And then turns out they're going to murder everyone, so he's out. So that reminds me there's these scientists from the first one that have just been hanging out on the good, on like you see them in like a couple scenes in this one, right? Because Spider,
there's like that Poindexter looking guy.
Yeah, Poindexter. So Spider grows. He kind of goes through a Last of Us type of transformation where he's got all the fungi inside of him, and now he can breathe the Pandorian air. And so you have these good scientists. I'm not really sure where they are at this point, but they're kind of just been hanging out on this planet in the background. Don't know what they're doing.
No one really cares anymore.
Don't know really how they're eating, how they're getting like, doesn't they have like air pack? I don't know how they maintain
how
life.
again resupplies.
Yeah, I don't know, because they've long ago betrayed the main humans. And anyways, they show up there once or twice, a couple times. Yeah, it just kind of we just haven't moved the needle plot wise, I feel like, at all in these movies. And I mentioned I don't like the kids really. I think they're probably better utilized here. You don't see the broccoli haircuts too much in this one. They're barely in it.
The bussin'
The
haircut.
bussin' boys. I don't know where I would have taken this franchise. I just don't like where they have taken it plot wise. Like, I don't care about this. All I'm left is wondering, why haven't the humans obliterated these fuckers already? I don't understand how they haven't. Like, when they were leaving the planet at the end of the first one, I'm thinking, this ain't over, right, Jake Sully? Like, they're just gonna be pissed off. And it's just been the same thing every movie. I don't know. It feels like they just take the bare minimum to these final fights, these final confrontations. And
But do you think the Colonel survived at the end of this one when he just kind of yeeted himself into this fire tornado?
Yeah, I think he'll survive. He's a very captivating character now. I think.
They can't pick up any other villain.
They somehow made Sigourney Weaver, who's now the young daughter of Jake Sully, former associate human co-worker, associate scientist of Jake Sully, turns into his Na'vi child in Way of the Water. So if they can bring her back in that way, and they can also introduce Spider, some kid that Quaritch apparently had, they can keep Quaritch alive when they don't show him dying on screen. And he had already died once on screen, and they brought him back. So, and that's why that's so funny. Like, he in Way of the Water, he has this whole scene where he watches his old like death or whatever on. It's all like recorded, and he's like, he does the Spider-Man green. What is it, Eddie? What's his name? I got all my Spider-Man characters mixed up, but he's got anyways, he's
like the Sandman who has like a memory problem.
No, posted it on Instagram today. James Franco's character's good buddy of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, whatever his name is, but I swear on my father's grave, Spider-Man will pay. But basically, Quaritch has that moment, I swear on my own grave, Jake Sully will pay. And that's what just makes him even more pissed off in that one. And it just leads to him just being absolutely obsessed with Jake Sully. And it's like, just fucking finish the job. That's how I feel about these movies. Quaritch, just finish the job. Humans, finish the job. And
so are you on Team Human is my other question, because I remember when we talked about the newer version of Planet of the Apes. I was on Team Ape for sure. Also Team Na'vi for this one. So it begs the question, are you Team Na'vi or are you Team Human?
The apes? There's no argument, man. You cannot be on Team Ape.
Dude, I'm 100% on Team Ape.
You cannot be a Team Ape. You're voting for
isn't it the same? It's the same argument. Like
no.
Yeah, you're human.
No, we're on their planet now, Ryan. We're on their planet.
Okay, so you're Team Na'vi.
I forget where I was in the first movie, but I am on Team Na'vi. But the ridiculous of the humans' failures and Quaritch's obsession with Jake Sully not to finish the job has me like feeling like guilt tripped, or like feeling like just fucking do it. It's just put them out of their misery. I am on Team Na'vi. I mean, the humans are pretty evil in these ones. Not like the humans in Planet of the Apes. Should be Planet of the Humans, I guess. Earth. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I still like the movie. It might very well be a better movie than Way of the Water. I was pretty interested throughout. It's just, I just kept thinking, man, this should be like 10 different episodes because it's like
Yeah, it was a
at some
little
point so much is
whirlwind out
happening,
there.
so little is happening, and yeah, where you did end the movie. Okay, so the Fire Queen is interesting, and she's evil. Like, what are you doing? Why do you want to blow up your own planet like that? Okay, like why are you?
Yeah, I reading between the lines, I was thinking that, you know, her people were just kind of descended after the Mother Tree got bombed. Because I think their home base was in the skeleton of the old Mother Tree that was like scorched and burnt to shit in the desert.
That's
So it's
what you
like
think that was? I was
I
kind of
think
wondering.
I think her origin story is that, yeah, her people kind of came to be after, you know, post Eden, after the place got bombed.
But that was the humans. Humans.
Yeah,
did that.
the humans bombed it. Yeah.
But she's all anti-Navi.
Yeah, because she's estranged from her own planet because she's not connected. There's no mother tree. There's no,
Okay.
you know, it's, the place isn't sustaining her. She's got this group of bandits. You know, they've had to rely on pillaging other people to survive, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's my guess of her origin story.
So she's an interesting wrinkle. Other than that, we're at the same spot we have been in the last two movies. Like, who's gonna Jake? You can't just sit back. He said, I went back and checked the ending of Avatar 2 because I was like, you know what? I think I made fun of this ending. And he goes on a monologue saying, you know, I realize I can't just hide or run away. We have to stand and fight. And then it goes to Avatar 3 and he's trying to pick up rocket launchers and his wife gets mad at him. And they're not launching any attacks on the humans or anything. The humans have built up a full-on civilization, a full-on industrial city. I don't know what they're doing, mining and shit over there. So the Na'vi are just sitting back. They're all segregated. They're all in their own tribes. There's a fire nation we didn't know about. There's probably a billion other nations. They're content on sitting back, getting blown up every once in a while, and then getting united at the end by Torak Monto and going from there. The humans, they're obsessed with the whale sperm. They're obsessed with the planet. But they're kind of just content on sitting back when they have all the fucking firepower in the world.
Yeah, I think the general's character left a lot to be desired.
Colonel?
No, the woman who is in charge of him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it didn't feel like she was really evil enough. Like you kind of have to be like bigger and badder than the colonel in some ways to.
She said, Colonel, you're grounded permanently. She stood up to him. Right?
Yeah, but it wasn't.
And then he disobeyed her.
Yeah, that's right. And then the CEO guy, he wasn't quite as integral, I guess, in the plot. Like he's been in all of them. He just kind of chimes in about money, and walks away.
Yeah, they just, I don't know. They just keep going in circles.
So is there going to be a fourth? Are they going to untie the knot?
Well, there's supposed to be like 5 or something, like 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8,
Okay.
6, 7, 8. But there was talk about it. Like because it just didn't make the same amount of money as the last one, or especially the first one. So I'm guessing they'll find a way to make it. But
what do you think of the pregnant water avatar mom who just kind of her sideline was to get killed and then have a baby?
So they put that family was more prominent in the second one, and they put them in the back seat in this one. I think they killed off the bus and kid, right? Like he's dead, right?
Oh shit!
God.
I thought he was. Yeah, no, he was dead because he was.
They just glossed over that. The sister kind of
totally
glared at
glossed
him
over
like, "Get out of the way, dude! Like you're dead."
Yeah.
And then the mom dies, so now the Sully family inherits. Actually, I don't know who gets this child. Like the Sully family.
I think it's the Sully family.
But the dad, it's not their kid. The dad's still alive. I think the Lord of the Water Tribe.
Right.
He's gonna be wondering, where's my
Where's my son?
Pre-up or whatever. Yeah.
Where's my boy?
That's my boy.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Like he should get I think it's his daughter back, but the Sully family has a knack for just picking up these estranged children, these clones and these humans, and they lost their son in the last movie, so they could use an extra one for ammo or whatever for just bait in the next one. Yeah, so that the mom, I don't know, yeah, she just died, whatever.
Whatever, bro. Kurt's not attached, people.
No, I mean, are there any other characters we're missing? Like, so I said like they utilized the kids better in this one, I think, because Spider had his role of being potentially the path forward for the humans to be able to breathe air on Pandora, and Jake Sully wanted to murder Spider the same way Quaritch wanted to murder Jake Sully. Jake Sully's disappointing son that got the other son killed in the last one had his whole arc. The daughter, Sigourney Weaver daughter, weird connection with Awa. She had her moments, came through in the end, calling on Awa. The young ass daughter, she had nothing to do except get in the way. So they all had their spot there. Yeah, Fire Queen was kind of diabolical. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's just this going in circles, too familiar to the last one. Every plot arc is basically the exact same.
They got the script.
I need more cryo tanks.
What if they bring the avatars? Why don't they try and invade Earth?
On
Right.
what spaceships?
What if they fight back by invading?
Maybe the Fire Queen might get into that. She's now's her nose away around it. She's shooting Uzis off of her bird.
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on? She's just shooting.
Yeah, she loves it.
But yeah, they need spaceships.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they gotta bring this fight back to Earth.
I mean, Earth seems like a shithole. I don't know if they show it in a deleted scene or an extended edition of Avatar 1. I would know. I own the film on Blu-ray if you want to come watch it on the way to your next trail run. Otherwise, I don't know if they really show it. But it sounds like just a shithole. They've just killed it for all its resources and whatnot. It's full of ads and sex robots. So the Na'vi, other than the sex robots, probably have no use for Earth. I don't know why they would kill. I don't know why they'd blow it up. It would be like in Invincible when they blow up planet Viltrumite. Well, that just pissed them off. I don't know why you did that.
Also, a hell of a season. I'm excited for the next Invincible season. They've managed to keep it going well.
I'm always excited. Yeah, I mean they have good. I haven't gone to the comics, but they have that source material ready, locked and loaded. Unlike Game of Thrones, which was unfinished, and then they kind of rushed it, and it was a disaster. The last thing, if you're done with Avatar,
I'm done.
The last thing I had is I was curious when you talked about that AI interview that you had a long time ago.
Yeah, right.
So I had one of those AI interviews recently. I wanted to see what was it all about. What can I glean from the artificial intelligence? Let me inside you, AI. Let me how the turntables. And so I had an AI interview. It was for like an estimator, construction estimator position, and they were just going to pay me hourly. And it was kind of interesting. You're talking into the void. You're in the
right.
It's the Mission
Impossible.
Impossible.
No social cues, or maybe there's like a mistimed kind of robot who's like nodding their head, like
There's no AI avatar. It's just a void, an orb. Kind of. She was kind of hot, and she was a she. I don't know if did it do some stuff. Did it go through my computer and kind of
figure out the right voice for you?
Yes, I'm like you Japanese woman. Like I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it was like she was kind of hot. asked me some questions about the job, quickly went off topic. I thought, just thought, oh, you sound so strong and handsome. So, what? But like she did go off topic like quickly.
She starts hitting on you
Yeah,
in the video.
I was like, all right. She went off topic fast though. I thought it was gonna be like pretty straightforward, pre-written questions. And once it got to, she would ask one question, how many years experience do you have? Oh, 10. And be like, oh, so do you sleep naked, or do your boxers or naked sleeper kind of guy? Like it just went off topic like immediately, and I'm like I just answering the best I can, but it was kind of funny, and I had a couple chuckles because it was like all of a sudden she'd come out of there with like a random question, and I'd be like, oh, like okay,
right.
I guess we're getting to know each other a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to like. Did you feel as though you were monologuing? Like you don't know how long.
Yeah, a couple times.
I remember feeling like that.
Yeah, a couple times, but I never went really long. I think she tried to cut me off, and I said, "Oh, hold on." Yeah, it's a little weird. I was like, yeah, a couple times like that. But it was like what, 10 or 15 minutes maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, she said, "Thank you. Have a nice day. Call me." Standard stuff. Yeah,
you're so in. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. That was kind of the social like connection I needed. So maybe I'll do one of those when I'm feeling lonely next week,
just to feel something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be hilarious if you could imagine the companies reviewing the transcript and you're just going off about your day.
Yeah,
like, you're pushing the limit on this AI interview to see like how good are they at therapy.
Yeah. There could be a meme there. We'll see if I post something. Yeah.
Oh man, that's actually hilarious.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Anything else before we say goodbye?
That feels complete. Happy Canada Day, y'all.
All right, folks. Happy Canada Day. Happy Avatar Day. Let's end this puppy. See you next time.
Bye.